I'm about to say something a little bit controversial. Talent doesn't matter. Hi, if you're new around here, my name is Cera. I'm a certified life and business coach. I help creative, spiritual practitioners, heart-centered service providers build the lives and businesses of their dreams by finding the blend, the balance between inner game and outer game. All of the strategy, all of the step-by-step, all of the day-to-day, all of the implementation you need to run a successful business, coupled with the nervous system, the mindset, the spirituality, the inner beliefs and frameworks that help you become the version of yourself who can take the actions you need to take and hold the results that you're calling in. That's the work that we do together, and that's the work that we're doing here on this channel. If you're new around here, just make sure you take a moment to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I want to chat with you. I want to chop it up in the comments. If you're returning, welcome back. I love that you're here. Same things, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, talk to me, let me know you watched this video. One of the things I hate about both YouTube and my podcast is that I just see little numbers, right? I see the number of people who watch the videos, but I don't know who, I don't know what you're thinking. So the more you talk back to me, the more fun and enjoyable I think this is for all of us. I want a community. I don't just want to sit up here and talk at you. So please take a moment. Anytime anything I share is helpful or you have a question, you want me to talk about something, leave me a comment, send me a DM, let's chat. All right, so what are you talking about? Talent doesn't matter. Talent matters. Talent's important. I'm so talented. You're so talented. We're all so talented. Sure, this is great. And right now, someone more talented than I will ever be is sitting on the ground outside in the parking lot. At every audition I've ever been at, there is a 7-year-old more talented than I will ever be doing the exact same thing on YouTube. There's lots of talented people. And one of the downsides to being a talented person, and I say this as a talented person, especially if you're a talented person who was in any kind of gifted and talented education when you were a kid, if you're a talented person who got a lot of attention for being talented when you were a kid and people told you, oh my gosh, you're so talented, you're going to go so far, is that unfortunately we can develop a little bit of entitlement around our talent. A little bit of a belief that because we're talented, we should automatically be given attention, accolades, money. Definitely check out the money doesn't mean you're good, so not making money doesn't mean you're bad video, because I think some of this gets tied in there, right? Like, oh, I'm so talented, I should be making all this money. I'm such a talented singer that I should be rich and famous. But what does that have to do with anything? If that's how it worked, there are so many people in the world who currently have nothing that would be in a completely different position. And it's because talent, okay, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter at all. That was just a hook, right? It matters a little bit, but it doesn't really matter in terms of making money, getting hired for gigs, longevity. It matters a little. The other things that matter, though, the things that matter probably way more, are willingness, right? A willingness to put yourself out there, a willingness to show up, a willingness to try, a willingness to experiment, a willingness to fail publicly, a willingness to receive feedback, a willingness to invest in yourself, right? So willingness probably matters way more than talent. Determination probably matters way more than talent. I am determined. I will keep showing up every day. I will keep trying. I will not take no for an answer. If something doesn't go my way, I'm not going to get, collapsed around it. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to keep going until I get what I want. Consistency probably matters way more than talent. I'm willing to show up every day. I'm willing to put the work in every day. Baryshnikov, one of the most famous ballet dancers in the world, said no matter how famous you get, you still start every day at the bar with pliés, right? You still start every single day with the absolute basics. Some of the best jazz musicians in the world still spend hours a day just playing scales, playing scales, playing scales. That willingness to be consistent, probably way more valuable than talent. So let's see, we have willingness, determination, consistency, grit. Grit probably matters a whole lot more than talent. The willingness to get in there, get your hands dirty, to keep trying, to go through hardship, to bounce back, right? We could also call that resilience. Probably way more important than talent. This one was ground into me young and early, being good to work with. Oh, it matters so much more than talent, especially if you're in the arts world. If you're in the arts world, you already know there are a lot of very talented people who are terrible to work with. And that only goes so far, because at a certain point, people aren't going to want to work with you. People aren't going to want to have you on set. People aren't going to want to rebook you. You may get booked once, but you might not get booked again. People talk in artistic industries. No matter what you're doing, it's a small industry and people are talking to each other. So if you're not that great to work with and word gets out that you're difficult, that you're demanding, that you are insecure, that you're needy, that you cry on set, that you throw tantrums, that you're late all the time, that you're drinking, that you don't follow rules, all kinds of things that you can do because you're like, oh, I'm so talented. They're just going to hire me because no one can do what I can do because I'm so talented. I'm sure none of you here are that entitled. But I have seen that type of entitlement and that type of behavior, that you think your talent is like a blank check that means you can treat people not that well and that you can get away with not being good to work with. Those people don't last. They will not keep getting rebooked. And if you're a service provider, not being good to work with just means no repeat clients. People might be like, oh yeah, well, she's really talented, but she's always late. She's not delivering the things she says she's going to deliver. We signed up for a program where we were supposed to get this many modules and we didn't get that many, right? We signed up for something where we said we were going to get this many calls and we didn't get that many, and she changed her mind. And, we signed up for something where we were supposed to get these templates. We never got them. And then she made it our fault, right? Like horror stories out there about service providers who are not that good to work with. You may get chargebacks, and you're also going to not have repeat customers. One of the important things to know about business, it is so much more expensive to get a new customer than it is to keep a customer. And so we want to make sure that we are good to work with in artistic fields, right? If you're an actor, you're a singer, anything like that, being in relationship where people are going to ask for you by name, tell people to rehire you, put in a good word for you, it's like a savings account. That is what you need to navigate through your industry, is to have a good reputation with your peers of people saying this person is great to work with. So that matters probably more than talent. If you are a medium talented person, a little bit talented, you're okay at stuff, but you are willing, you're determined, you have grit and resilience, you're good to work with, do you believe that that will get you so much farther in your career than someone who might be extremely talented but has less of these other things? I can tell you, as an old lady who's been around for a long time, the answer is yes. The answer is 100% yes. There are people who are incredibly talented who are not great to work with. Their careers don't last that long. They don't have the resilience to weather the ups and downs of their industry. They burn out and fade away quickly. They don't have the willingness to get out there and try new things, put themselves out there, to experiment, to fail. It's too emotionally difficult for them. And rather than working on that to build up their resilience, they just go, I'm not doing it. I'll just be talented at home in my room by myself where I feel safe. There's a lot of those. So yes, it's great to be talented. It's great to invest in your talent. It's great to nurture your talent. But consistency is going to trump your talent all day, every day. willingness, grit, determination, being good to work with are going to trump your talent all day, every day. Make sure you are investing just as much, if not more, into these other qualities as you are into nurturing your talent if you want to turn the things you're talented at into a career. Let me know what you think about this. I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Okay, love you. Bye.